Hello, my dear Prep 2 students. Mr. Hamada Khairi greets you. Today we are going to take Unit 6 from New Hello Curriculum for Prep 2 Grammar. Our rule today is comparative adjectives. Comparative adjectives. We use comparative adjectives to compare two things, people, or places. Adjectives divided into short adjectives that pronounced in one syllable, such as hot, nice, white, old, tall, big, high. Long adjectives that pronounced in two or more syllables, such as modern, crowded, amazing, wonderful, interesting. Comparative short adjectives. Adjective plus er plus than. We add er to the short adjective to form the comparative form. Mount Everest is higher than. We put er to the adjective high. Than. Mountain Kilimanjaro. The Nile is longer than the Amazon. Notice the short adjective that ends with e, we add r, such as large, larger than. The short adjective that ends with y and the previous letter is consonant, we change the y to I, then we add er, such as noisy, noisier than. Number 3, some of the short adjectives that end with a consonant and the previous letter is a vowel, we double the last letter and add er, such as hot. We double the t, it becomes hotter than. Common expressions. Good becomes better than. I am better than Ali at math. Bad becomes worse than. Today's weather is worse than yesterday's. Far, further than. Alexandria is further than Cairo. Long adjective. When the adjective has more than a syllable, we use more or less plus the adjective plus than. Cairo is more crowded than Aswan. A dog is less dangerous than a lion. Not as. We use as plus the adjective plus as. We can use as plus the adjective plus as to talk about things being the same. Droughts are as serious as floods, as serious as. I think that air pollution is as dangerous as water pollution. Not as plus the adjective plus as. We can use not as plus adjective plus as to talk about things not being the same. Australia is not as dry as Africa. A cat is not as dangerous as a tiger. Number 1, choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. 1. Our house is space comfortable than this hotel. More comfortable, most, much, little. Comfortable is a long adjective, so we use more comfortable than. Number 2, Sarah is space than her sister. More younger, young, younger, youngest. Young is a short adjective, so we add er. Younger than. Who is space you or your sister? Who is a clever, cleverer, cleverly, clever. Clever is short, so we use cleverer. Number 4, my car is space his. More old than, older, older than, oldest. we use older than because old is a short adjective. Number 5, we can run as space as they can. Faster, fast, fastest, the fastest. We use only the adjective between as and as, so we use fast. Number 6, I think London is more beautiful space New York, more beautiful than that, than from, more beautiful than. Number 7, the film Matrix 2 was space interesting as Matrix 1. Such, not as, not as. Was not as interesting as. Number 8, I don't earn as space money as you do. Much more, less, little. Money, uncountable noun, so we use much. I don't earn as much money. Number 9, we read space books than before. We read fewer, less, many. We read fewer books than before. Number 2, read and correct the underlined words. Number 1, Yara's room is smaller than Layla's. Smaller than, we put ER. This table is expensive than that one. Expensive than, more expensive than. Football is more popular than handball. Popular than handball. Today it is not windy as yesterday. It is not as windy as. We put the adjective between as and as. My result in the test is bad than last. Year 1 is worse than. Bad becomes worse than in the comparative. The blue bag is heavy than the red one. Heavier than. The next rule is the present simple passive. We use the passive form when we don't know who does something. The present simple active form. With I, we use a plural noun, we use the infinitive in the present simple. He, she, it, singular, we use the infinitive. With he, she, it, and singular, we use the infinitive plus s. We add s or es or ies to the verb with the singular subject in the present simple tense. People grow lots of cotton in the area. They make black honey from sugar. The present simple passive. We use in the passive the subject plus am, is, are plus the past participle from the verb. Lots of cotton is grown in this area. Here I start with the cotton. Lots of cotton. It was the object in the last sentence. We use it as a subject. We use the object as a subject in the passive. Black honey is made from sugar. We use is with the singular. Negative. Subject plus am, is, are plus not plus the past participle. In my home city, we don't grow rice. Rice isn't grown in my home city. Question. To form the question, we add am, is, are before the subject. Is or are plus the subject plus the past participle. Do you grow much rice in your country? Is much rice grown in your country? WH plus is or are plus the subject plus the past participle. Where do the boys play tennis? Where is tennis played? Question number 1. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, or D. 1. Space, the thief caught by the police officer. Is, has, does, will. We use is because it is a passive sentence. Is the thief caught? Number two, in summer, more ice cream space than in winter. Eat, eats, is eating, is eaten. Ice cream doesn't eat, so it is eaten. Is eaten than in winter. The flowers are watered, space my mother, watered off at with by. We use by plus the subject, by my mother. This writer articles space by many people. Read, are read, are reading, reading. The writer's articles. The articles don't read, they are read. Number five, German space as a second language in our school. Is speaking, speaking, speaks, is spoken. German doesn't speak, it is spoken. Is spoken. Number six, petrol space from oil. Making, made, is made, makes. Petrol is made from oil. Number seven, the walls aren't spaced by my mother. Painted, painting, paint, paints. We use after am is are the past participle. Painted. 8. My room space every day. Was cleaned, is cleaning, is cleaned, cleans. My room is cleaned every day. Present simple passive. Number 9. A lot of useful information is based on the internet. Find, finds, is found, are found. A lot of useful information is a singular because information is a uncountable noun, so we use is found. Read and correct the underlined words. Number 1, Jane drives to school by her father every day. Jane not drive, she is driven. Jane is driven to school by her father. Milk is keeping in the fridge. Milk is keeping. No, we want the past participle kept. Milk is kept. Number 3, do famous places visited by tourists? Visited is past participle, so we use am as are. Famous places is plural, so we use are famous places visited. Number 4, rooms is cleaning in this hotel every day. Rooms not is not cleaning. Rooms are cleaned in this hotel, are cleaned. Because rooms is plural. Clothes aren't sold in this shop. The past participle is sold. Clothes aren't sold in this shop. Who does your food cooked by? Who does your food cooked? We need am is are. Who is your food cooked by? Now we are finished. See you soon. Goodbye.